We want to welcome us to yet another session of our idiomatic expressions. Idiomatic expressions. We say these are expressions that have some underlying meanings. You don't explain them at the surface level. They have deep meanings. So we have looked at part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. We are right here on part 6 of our idiomatic expressions. Idiomatic expression. We're going to take some of English idiomatic expressions and we get to the meaning. Number 1 here for part 6, to give one a cold shoulder. To give one a cold shoulder. That means to show one that his company is not liked. When you give a friend a cold shoulder, what we mean is you are telling that person that his company is not needed, that you don't like his company. To give somebody a cold shoulder. Oh, John likes to give James a cold shoulder. Show that his company is not needed, is not liked at all. Number 2, to give a wide berth. To give a wide berth. That is to keep well away from somebody. Oh, I like to give a wide berth to that gang. A wide berth to that gang. Oh, I don't like that person. I always like to give a wide berth to him. That means keep well away, very, very far from him. You don't like to associate. You like to stay far away from the person. To give a wide berth. A wide berth. To keep well away from. Number 3, to smell a rat. When you say, oh, I don't know what is happening, I smell a rat, that you suspect that something is wrong. To suspect something wrong. To suspect that something is wrong or something wrong. Or when you go to a place, oh, I smell a rat here, you suspect that something is wrong. So, to smell a rat means to suspect that something is wrong. Oh, I smell a rat in this particular company. That is something is wrong. Number 4, to hear from the horse's mouth. To hear from the horse's mouth. That means you want to hear from the original source, not second hand, not the second person, not an intermediary. You want to hear direct from the original source, direct from the persons from the person or persons that is or are concerned. Okay? So you say, oh, please, I want to hear from the horse's mouth. Can you call Mr. James? Let me hear from the horse's mouth. That is, you want to hear direct from the person. Hear from the original source. Number 5, to take with a pinch of salt. That means to accept with reserve or caution. It's like you are not sure. You take the story with a pinch of salt. That means you are careful not to accept whether that story is true or not. You are careful not to accept. You take it with a pinch of salt. That is, you don't take it wholeheartedly. You don't take it as true. You suspect that it may or may not be true. To accept with reserve or caution. Number 6, to call it a day. That means to decide that you have done enough for the day. Like at the end of the work in your company or the place where you work, you say, oh, sir, let's call it a day. That is to decide that you have done enough work for the day. Or let's call it a day. Or we call it a day. That is, decide that you have done enough work for the day. Number 7, to prepare for a rainy day. To prepare for a rainy day. Oh, I like to prepare for a rainy day. That is to get ready for unfavorable day in the future. To prepare for a rainy day. To get ready for unfavorable day in the future. You are preparing for events that you may not like in future. You are just preparing for uneventualities. Okay? Something that may happen in the future that may not be favorable. So you prepare. That means you prepare for a rainy day. Number 6, to leave no stone unturned. That means to try every possible means. In this particular investigation, we are going to leave no stone unturned. Or we are not going to leave any stone unturned. That means we are going to try every possible means to make sure that you get to the bottom of the story, to the bottom of the matter. You want to try every possible means. To leave no stone unturned. Try every possible means. Number 9, to settle scores with somebody. Oh, I know what the man did to me the other day. One day I will settle scores with him. That means you will avenge yourself on that person. You will pay back. You will avenge on that person. To avenge oneself on that person, to settle scores with somebody. Oh, I'm going to, don't worry, one day I'm going to settle scores with you. That means I'm going to avenge whatever you have done to me. I'm going to pay back. Number 10, to be born with a silver spoon in the mouth. To be born with a silver spoon. That means the person is born into wealth or a wealthy family. Is born into richness, is born into affluence. Is born rich. Is born into wealth. Is born into great material possession. You will say, he is born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Is born into wealth. Is born into affluence. Number 11, to beat or flog a dead horse. That means to waste energy on something that you know is not going to, you are not going to do anything. It's like impossible. You are wasting energy. Okay? To beat a dead horse, to waste energy. To waste your energy on something that you know is practically impossible. To beat a dead horse. Okay? Oh, in this matter, please, I don't want to beat a dead horse. Let me go my way. That means the matter is finished. Number 12, to beat about the bush. To beat about, oh, in this particular matter, I don't want to beat about the bush. You go straight to the point. That means to beat about the bush means to approach a matter in a roundabout way. Roundabout. You want to beat about the bush. You want to beat about the bush. You want to approach the matter in a roundabout way. You don't want to go direct, okay, in approaching the matter. You want to go round and round and round. That means you want to beat about the bush. So that's why we are going to call it a day on idiomatic expression. We want to call it a day on idiomatic expressions. Please, if you like what we're doing, subscribe, share, and give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe, share, give us a thumbs up. You can contact us for other information that you need concerning other channels that we have. We have other channels. We have our other channels that we are using for other programs. Please make do contact us. We have a link that you can use to contact us for other information.